Welcome to a blustery spring day and our latest car review. In fact, it's not a car review, we are driving a massive billboard. Have a look at this. I would tell you what it is, but it's all plastered there. You can see it. The Peugeot E-Expert, a fully electric van from Peugeot. Let's have a look around and see what she's like. Okay, here at the front we got this big nose. It is quite a large vehicle after all, that's the big nose. And this particular one, the test vehicle we have, has the look pack, which gives you body coloured bumpers and side strips and door handles with chrome accents, gloss black mirrors, LED driving lights, daytime running lights, and around the side the look pack also gives you 17-inch steel wheels with Miami wheel covers. They look really smart. It almost looks like an alloy wheel, but it does have a steel wheel behind there. The standard model just comes with 16-inch steel wheels with black center cap. But these look a lot nicer. That's $1,000 extra for all of that, which is pretty reasonable considering, you know, the coloured bumpers and the gloss mirrors and the wheels. You'd almost pay $1,000 just for the wheels like that. So that's not too bad. And on this side, this is the passenger side, we have the sliding door on this side. And it's really good. We have a sliding door on the other side as well, which is extremely, extremely handy to have. A lot of vehicles, a lot of vans only have the sliding door on one side. And here we have the EV charging port. Plug in there and juice it all up. We'll get into the charging details later. There is a flap on this side here. I'm assuming it is where you would fill up if you had the petrol version, but this isn't the petrol version. Why it still has the flap there, I don't know. I cannot open it, so I don't know what it actually leads to. It's really strange. And around the back we have actual proper windows, not like the Partner where it was just all blanked out. So we've got proper windows with mirrors and a cobweb. Apologies for that. Got window wipers, and the doors open up like that. And they open fully, full 180-degree opening doors, and the wind will blow it closed on you if you're not careful. Yes, it's a little breezy today. But yeah, these are really, really cool. If you're loading up with a four-poster or something like that, these open right up and get in there nice and easily. Excellent. We have a tow bar on this one, which is inside the cab at the moment, but it does have a fairly low tow capacity. It can only tow 1 ton. The load capacity is only 1 ton, so I was going to put a couple of pallets in it and see what it went like, but it would have taken it over 1 ton. So yeah, it's not a great load capacity, but be perfect for a builder or a plumber or something like that. Load all your gear in this, no issues, no issues. And there's that door on the other side of this mobile billboard. So open right up, load up either side easily, great for a courier. Now, let's have a look inside. Here we are in the driver's seat, where a lot of people will spend a lot of time in one of these. The seating position is okay. I'm not a big person, certainly not tall, and there's no further room for adjustment. I wanted to move the seat back a bit when I first got in, and that's as far back as it goes. It's, yeah, you wouldn't want to be too tall. 6 foot plus may have an issue with this. And if you got a slightly bigger bear gut, I don't know, this steering wheel, you've got a lot of bit of range of movement in there. But yeah, there's not a huge amount. You can move up and down a bit, not too far. But if you're a bit taller, there could be an issue with that. And it's not overly comfortable. It's not a luxury vehicle. It is a workhorse. But yeah, I mean, that'll be hard wearing, this seat. Nice fabric seats. It will be pretty hard wearing when you're in and out all day. Sort of hard plastics there, but that's okay. There is a fair whack of storage in it. Got a little cubby hole here, big door pockets, another one there, and a big storage compartment up here on the dash. You put a lot of stuff in there. Clipboard will fit in there quite nicely too with it open. There's a handy little storage compartment there. There is a cup holder here. Excuse my phone mount, but there is a cup holder there, and yeah, I won't take the water bottle. I'll do that water bottle test very shortly. Okay, this particular model is equipped with the ModuWork pack, which is another $900 extra. You get the dual passenger seat. The standard one will only have one seat. You got a load through flap, which I'll show you in the cargo area later. I get a writing table with it, so you can put your clipboard on here. I'm left-handed, but if you're right-handed, scribble on there, which is quite handy. Little strap on there to sit things so they don't slide off. Perhaps if you've got a tablet that you work with or a small laptop computer, it would sit there quite nicely. I don't think though you could leave stuff in it and close it, because no. Yeah, and if you want to put a passenger there, it just folds up, of course. What else does it come with? Storage under the seat as well. Cool storage compartment in here. That is a bag with the actual tow bar in it. Get back in there. It's quite heavy, but yeah. So if you want to tow something, that's that. Handy little storage compartment there. Okay, cargo space. As you can see, it's pretty large for a sort of mid-size van, really. We've got a maximum length of 2,515 millimeters, which is a little over 2.5 meters, which is a decent size. And when you open up this hatch here and fold the passenger seat up, it extends that to 3.674 meters. That's a really decent load space. The width is 1,628 millimeters, which is quite wide. You can get a full-size pallet in here really easily. And the height is 1,397. Standard pallet's usually about 1,400, so anything under that, you'll be okay. Which is a decent load space. So the load volume is 5.3 cubic meters. Huge spot. Huge space. That's really cool. And I've just noticed this. A 12 volt power socket around here, which is pretty cool if you want to put a little chiller fridge in there to keep your work drinks cold for a Friday afternoon. Okay, now the all-important water bottle test. Of course, if you're out in the road all day, you're going to need a lot of water to take with you. Storage spots for this could be quite slim. Actually that works. That's the parking brake lever there, and the water bottle actually sits there quite nicely. That's impressive. There's a little compartment there. It's definitely not going to fit there. Oh my god, it fits in that. Didn't think it would. That's quite cool, but the sun would warm that up. Got a huge door pocket down here. You can put a few of them in there if you need to. Another pocket here that it won't fit into. On the passenger side for the water bottle test, there's that door pocket there demonstrated quite well. Massive pocket. Got a huge compartment here. Not huge, but that fits in there. It's quite snug, so it won't move around too much, which is cool. Also in there, it is a 12 volt socket in there as well, which is quite handy, and a switch to turn off the airbag if you need to. Glove compartment up there, fits in there quite nicely. Yeah, that's about it. Now, this one does concern me. I don't know if the water bottle is going to fit in the back here. Oh, okay. Maybe it will. Yeah, it fits. Handy little cargo net too that you can put it in there. It will probably still move around a little, but that's cool. Cargo net is important because things will slide around on the slippery little floor. A lot of space back here. And if you had a really long water bottle, it could go in there. We can put it right through. Now, in here we have the motor. When you jump in the cab and hit the button to start it, it comes up with a message on the dash to start engine. Put your foot on the brake. It's not an engine, this is electric. They should change that. This is a motor. And there is the motor hidden all the way down in there, nice and low to give a good centre of gravity. And so she's got 100 kilowatt and 260 newton meter output driving the front wheels. It's not a little race car, I mean it's a big van, it's over 2 tonne, 3 tonne gross laden weight. So it's, yeah, it's not going to be a rocket, to be honest. It's got a 75 kilowatt hour capacity. Charge time, I'll just close this bonnet for a sec because it is a bit breezy and I don't really want the wind catching it. Worry about that later. I really don't want the wind catching it and slamming it on my head. It takes 42 hours to charge with a standard 10 amp plug. Yeah, that's from empty. That's quite a while. Will take 11.2 hours on a 7.4 kilowatt wall box and 72 minutes 0 to 80% on a 100 kilowatt fast charger. And all up it gives you a range of 339 kilometers. It's not great, but for a tradie or something going to the odd job during the day, and then, you know, a builder going to a building site, you're sitting at a building site all day, you can even plug it in at the building site while you're working, so it would be more than enough to do that. Perfect for that. Okay, let's try and close this bonnet and then we'll take it for a spin and see how she performs. You do actually have to slam it. For the driver, we've got all sorts of things. We've got dual aircon, which is cool. If your labourer has been in and out of the car picking things up, he's going to be hot and sweaty, and you're sitting there nice and comfortable, you're not going to be as hot. So you'll want your aircon sitting on a nice comfortable 20. You might want it on a bit lower. So you can, yeah, that's a good feature to have on a vehicle like this. 2 different people in the vehicle. Now, you've got that dual aircon, you got parking sensors and 180 degree reversing camera that beeps at you, and it's got some different settings here as well. You got 180 degree view, rear view side, you got zoom, it's cool if you're backing up to something, and then the standard view. That's really nice. Heated mirrors for a nice cold morning. The driver's seat is heated. Nice, don't worry about the labourer, he'll be busy working up a sweat, he doesn't need it. And you've got a USB socket and a 12 volt socket here, and I did show you the other one under there earlier. Performance wise, as did mention before, I think it was a 0 to 100 time of 14.3 seconds. It's not a rocket. Top speed 130k, which is more than enough. And we have 3 drive modes. You've got eco. If you're running low on battery, you might want to put it on eco. Or you got normal, which is what it starts in, which is perfect for day-to-day driving. You also have a power, not sport, you have power, which if you've got a big load in there, you need a bit more oomph to get up a hill or something like that, you drop it into power mode. And that's probably the best way to test your 0 to 100 kilometre an hour time. It's, yeah, not a rocket. You put your foot down, it eventually goes, and okay, I got up to the 50k speed limit in eventually 14 seconds. I don't know how long that took, but yeah, it's, yeah, like I say, it's not a sports car, it is a van, it is a workhorse. Will do what you need it to do, that is for sure. But the way it drives, it's smooth. It's smoother than you would expect for a van. It certainly feels like a van. You know you're up high. It's a little bouncy over some bumps with no load in the back, and yeah, it's a few bumps there, but it certainly feels like a van, but it's so smooth and comfortable. You could sit in this all day without issues. Find it really good. Not a great turning circle. Oh, people parked up under a tree. I wonder what they're up to. find a speed bump, because I did go over some rather sharp speed bumps before, and it surprised me how smooth it went over it. On most normal vehicles, it'll be jolty, jolty, jolty. This one, not so much. And quiet. Whisper quiet. There's a little whine from the electric engine, and the airing's a bit funny. You swear it sounded like a police car coming up behind you. But, it isn't. It's just a little whine from the electric motors and the gearbox, probably. But here's a bump. Bouncy bounce over it, but it wasn't sharp. It was actually surprisingly smooth. It was really, really good. I like that. We've got cruise control. It's not adaptive cruise control. It's just stock standard cruise control. You've got all your steering wheel settings here. You've got your audio settings. The stereo, not fantastic. And there wasn't any music on there. It doesn't put out a great sound. It's not a premium audio system. It's a little bit tinny, but it'll do the job. In theory, you would probably lane keep assist there, just drift over a white line. In reality, all of this should be upgraded, to be fair. People are going to spend a lot of time in this vehicle. You should be putting in the instrument panels out of, say, the 308. That is a fantastic instrument panel on that. Make this a bit more customizable, a bit more enjoyable. Decent sound system, so you can have it pumping, help you get through your long day on the road. Then again, you don't have enough battery charge to do a fully long day on the road, do you? Actually, I might try something here. We might pop into Mitre 10. I need to get some sticks of wood to build netting, a frame for netting to go over my blueberry bush, because the birds tend to like it more than we do. So I want to pop in there and get some timber, so good chance to do that while we've got the van.
Fuel injected turbocharge, I'm gonna cut loose. Leave others lying like a stranded goose. Cruising down the highway, there's wheels and no pain.
Well, there we go. Some two, I think they're closer to, a little over 2 metre lengths of wood that we've popped into Mitre 10 to grab. More than enough room in the back of this. That's all I need. Could get more, but yes, no, ideal.
I didn't go as fast as I can.
Aye. A little irritation here when you're driving, you're looking in this rearview mirror and there's a headrest right here that's right in your vision. You can look out the back windows, unlike the Partner X, you've got back windows you can look out, so you've got a rearview mirror that works, but this headrest is right in the way, so if someone's sitting there, you are going to be seeing them. You can't take the headrest off, it's very difficult with one hand. So all you're seeing is that headrest. You want to be able to look out that back window. So if you do have someone sitting there, you want to hope they're good looking, because that's all you're going to see. You have a conversation without having to turn your head, I suppose, would be handy. But yeah, that headrest tends to be a little bit annoying. Right, there's a few things I didn't say in my video when I was recording the other day about this van, the E-Expert. So I thought I'd turn that off. Thought I'd pull over and just run through them. There's a few, the safety features this thing has got. It's got everything. It's got all the acronyms. It's got ABS, ESP, LDW, FCW, AEB, BSMS. Ooh, that sounds interesting. AVAS, DAA, CBA. Got the entire alphabet. It's amazing. It's a fantastic van. It doesn't have a great range, but it would be perfect for a small company doing a couple of deliveries a day or something like that, they'd be absolutely perfect for it. Yeah, and if you wanted a little job as a runaround, you wanted to be a man with a van sort of job, that'd be an awesome little thing to do, and this would be the perfect van to do it in. If you wanted to be a man in a van, this is the van to be a man in a van in. Awesome. Cool. Stay tuned for the next review. Like, share, do all of that sort of stuff. Really cool. Awesome. Later. So the Peugeot e-Partner, it is priced at $86,990. It's a fair whack of money, but hey, it's a van, it's a workhorse. It's actually not a bad price considering what you get. And being electric, the economy you get out of it, especially with fuel prices these days. So that's pretty good. Color options, you got Icy White, which is the standard color. You got Cumulus Grey Metallic, Nimbus Grey Metallic, Nera Black Metallic, which are all $900 extras. I'm not sure which grey this is. I don't know if it's the Nimbus or Nera, the Cumulus. I don't know which color this one actually is, but yeah, it's, you know, depending on what you do, what color you want, you probably have to get a body wrap put on it or something like that. But yeah, Icy White is your standard color, which is pretty normal for a van. No, all good. Oh, it comes with a 5-year and 100k warranty, which includes 5-year roadside assist, which is a pretty good package, to be honest. And there's a few other warranty packages you can get on it that are a bit more, a few $1,000s extra, you know, to extend them. And I think you can get up to an 8-year warranty on them as well, which is pretty good. Means they stand by their product and pretty much guarantee it's going to be reliable. And I'm pretty certain it will be a great little workhorse. Yeah, cool.